Testing. Hello, all you autistic classic Sonic fans that need to learn that your actions have consequences. Welcome to the first impressions of Sonic Forces. The demo literally went live on the Japanese site, so we're going to have to use our Japanese Nintendo account in the form of Magikarp, because I am the Magikarp Queen. And we're going to get into this demo. Now, I've heard some things about this demo. A lot of people are saying it's pretty shit. It's a little bit hard to get used to the controls, but it's fine because I understand Japanese lines and squiggles. I've read JoJo. I know that says loading. Yes, that is great. And we could choose between Sonic, Classic Sonic, or OC. So you know we gotta pick the OC because that's what the whole game's about. So let's go with the OC. Oh, look at this. We can have any one of these three. I'm gonna go for the lightning bolt because it reminds me of the shadow bolts. That's the weapon we will use. Best time none. Alright then. Now this is one thing I have heard, the loading screens. Alright, here we go. Oh, we're just automatically moving. Well, hello Espion. Hello sir, how are you today? Alright, here we go. So, hints. Thank you very much for that hint. Yes, Espion, thank you again for the hint. We have got ourselves a robot miss. Ah, that's alright. Don't worry, we can get it. It's just going to take a minute to get used to the controls. You know, we're just going to watch this intro bit for a second. Just listen to the hint, but it's fine. So, that's slide. That's slide. Yeah, we can slide into stuff. We can run, and that's not a thing. So, how do we activate our lightning bolt? Because this is just a slide with Splinter Cell here. Let's see if we can activate our lightning bolt in some way. No, alright, I guess we won't because we have got no rangs, and there is a rang behind this guy, and I want to pick this rang up to make sure that we have enough to do the rest of the level. I mean, look at all of these people that we're just going to slide through. Oh. So, yeah. First of all, there was some content ID'd, copyrighted music there, and I don't know if the video would get taken down from that, so hope you enjoyed the replacement song. But yes, that is the thing that everybody did warn me about, and everything before this was pretty much a joke, really. Like, the entire setup was a joke because as you can see, entering the level takes 5 seconds, and then by the time you actually get going, it's already over because every level is longer than a minute. So you don't actually get to try out a demo at all. It's not a demo. It's not a first impressions. It's not anything. of that nature. It is literally just, hey, if you screw up and you accidentally miss like I did before, then you're done for. And you know, we are hitting hints left and right, which means that we're already got 30 seconds left, and by the time we get where we're going, we're not going anywhere. Like, I can see there is a nice new bit approaching. We're approaching a new section in the form of the desert here. Oh man, look, there's a, we must ride the sandworm as we move into the desert. However, before we even get chance to examine the desert fully, it's already over. There was the sand. Thanks for playing. Thanks for playing. And we have to watch the song again. So, yeah. I guess I'll look at classic Sonic. Man, what a good first impressions this was. And I can't really like. Oh, we got a boss fight. The timer's already ticking down. Like, you didn't even give me a second. Let's see if we can at least beat the boss. Miss. I missed. Don't worry though. Ah, no, we start at 40 seconds. I mean, this is a bit unfair because, like, every time it swings, you gotta wait for it to go back. How many hits do you think it's gonna take? Come on. We did it. We've hit him. Oh man, he's got a big thing. He's got a big thing. He's got a dragon. Don't worry, I can do it. I can do it. He's got a dragon. He's coming in. I've seen this in Sonic 06. He launches the blocks, and then we knock these back at him. Oh. So yeah, let's just skip it so we don't have the Content ID song. So yeah, Sega is pulling a stupid again and pretty much killing anybody's anticipation or hype for this game. As, first of all, we already know about Denuvo and the fact that Denuvo is going to be in all versions of the game. Of course, she will instantly get removed from the PC version because PC can crack Denuvo within like a couple of days, but for people on the PlayStation 4, the Switch, the Xbox, they are all stuck with Denuvo, like it or not, so that's already killed a lot of hype, especially due to the Sonic 1 not being able to get a refund after finding out with Denuvo was in it backlash of Sonic Mania. Then they finally, because a lot of people were looking at the gameplay and saying it was looking kind of bad, it was looking kind of crappy, they finally give the demo. And it's like, oh man, we finally get to see the demo, we finally get to check out a ability, and then it was X to actually do the dash, so we'll try that. But you know, we finally get to check out the OC, how the OC plays, how the characters play, and it's only a minute long, so you don't even get time. And look, even in this opening cutscene, the timer is already ticking, so during all this hookshot stuff, we start at 50 seconds, so we've already wasted 10 of those seconds, and X does not work. I pressed X. X does not do what I thought it did, unless you've got to power up the device itself. So by the time you even figure out whether you can power up the device or not, because I'm going to give it a few goes of trying to, yeah, you have to power up the device. The device is not yet ready to be activated, and in just trying that, in just trying to figure out the device, we've already used half of our time limit. So it's not even a demo. Like, it's not even one full level. You know, we're getting rings, and in terms of like how it plays, it plays alright. Like, we're getting rings, and we're slide dashing. ZR, what's ZR? Oh, now it's powered up. But yeah, you know, we got rings and we got to try something, but then it's already over, so you can't really try it too much. Like, there was something outside, but you couldn't actually try it, and that's just pissed a load of people off, because without having that full taste of the game, people are just like now not really caring about Sonic Forces. It went from a potential show stealer with the whole original character creation thing to potentially being undermined by the fact that you've added de nouveau, you've put out an almost insulting demo by saying, "Ha, you get 60 seconds, go fuck yourself if you want to even experience one full level," because you can't beat a level in 60 seconds, but you know, if you want to experience a full level, then buy the game, which also has de nouveau in it, which you can't remove if you're on console. And considering that you're coming out next week and you're going to be riding in the middle of Odyssey and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which are both garnering a lot of attention because they're being made by what is called the Nintendo C team, and apparently C is the creative team. Like, the big A team is like Shiggy, and they make New Super Mario Brothers. You know, they make the formulaic ones because that's formulaic, that's what sells. Let's just kind of put it out there as a nice system seller. But then you've got things like the C team, the creative team, that are working on Odyssey and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and the C team are the ones that are like, well, we can diverge from the normal Super Mario Brothers formula because we're the creative team, we're the C team, and we can just go mad with it. Let's have moons instead of stars. Let's go to Ultra Space. Ultra Space has got Time Police in a time rift dimension city thing over here. So it's like, wow, that's looking pretty good. I'm pretty excited for that. Obviously, it's a feeding frenzy. The piranhas have had their taste of blood, and they're craving the entire meat of Odyssey tomorrow. So Forces is launching in between Odyssey and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and you pretty much had to like bring your A game if you wanted to stand out between the two big Nintendo Goliaths, and you didn't. You put out a okay trailer, then you fucked everybody by saying de nouveau's coming back, which has just pissed people off, and then you were like, oh, here's a demo, but it's 60 seconds. Fucking, what you doing, Sonic Team? And Mania, let's face it, Mania wasn't made by Sonic Team, it was made by a fan created. And I can see the signs, and I think that if they don't pull something out of their arse pretty quickly, like within the next week, I think this is the last Sonic game, or at least the last 3D one, because who cares about it really? You know, you had your chance, and you had your one chance with Mania. You got all the fans back with Mania, and you had your one chance to potentially make or break Sonic, and you're breaking it. You're breaking it, and it, just from a lot of fans that I've seen around the internet, it's not worth anything anymore. The whole inclusion of de nouveau and just not really giving a shit. I think you're done, Sonic Team. Pack your bags, because I think you're going down the drain. Like Sega, you had a lot of opportunities as well to make other people happy. You know, you had Nights into Dreams, you remember that? You still got that, Sega, you still got that property, but you don't make those. You still had Jet Set Radio, remember that one? You remember this? Remember this one? This fox really likes, and he really wanted a sequel to Jet Set Radio Future. You still have that one, but you couldn't be asked to make it. So instead, Revolt Rise of Gamers, these guys, they made their own Jet Set Radio, because hey, if you're not going to take the money, they might as well, because you're so obsessed with Sonic. It's your only intellectual property. We don't have Nights into Dreams. We don't have Jet Set Radio. We don't have any other property other than Sonic. Sonic's our only property, and you obsessed over it so much that it's inevitably been the thing that is now your downfall. I mean, it was your downfall originally because you were making shit Sonic games like fucking 06 done Unleashed. Oh god, Unleashed was fucking terrible. Then you pulled it back with Colors and Generations and Lost Worlds, and people were like, hey, they're getting the shit together. Then you threw everything out of the window with fucking Sonic Boom, and it's like, oh, you thought, what the fuck is this shit? And then you're like, oh man, we fucked up, but fuck it, we don't care anymore, let's make Sonic Forces, and it's just like, you fucked it. You genuinely are fucking it. Like, the game could come out and it could be good, but I mean, De Novo, for those first couple of days on the PC, because PC will get rid of De Novo lickety-split, but De Novo is going to affect the performance, because I can tell this hasn't got De Novo in it. This demo and the way that it moves hasn't got De Novo in it. But when it comes out, she's going to be in there, and she's going to fuck it all up, and it's going to be like, the performance is being degraded because of De Novo. There's problems because of your shitty anti-piracy thing, because you think that fucking anti-piracy programs work when they don't. And I think unless you, like, you need to A, remove De Novo yourself before the game comes out, and B, like, make the demo actually a demo and not a 1 minute advert with a music song. And maybe you might be able to garner some attention, but as it stands right now, Odyssey and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are set to give you 2 kick-ins. You're going to have everybody in a frenzy tomorrow over Odyssey, and they're going to be beating your ass saying, well, you're not going to be as good as Odyssey. And if you're not, then you're going to get a second kick-in from Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon being like, well, you weren't worth my time anyway, so I'm just going to move on to Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And this is like not including the other games that have got people very hyped up, like Wolfenstein, the new Wolfenstein game that's going to be releasing with Odyssey at half price if you buy the Odyssey bundle, because Bethesda's like, we made a good game. We made a fun game. It doesn't have microtransactions, it doesn't have loot boxes, we just made a good game. And a lot of people are excited for Wolfenstein. So, and then there's Call of Duty. I know Call of Duty is like the generic one, but November is Call of Duty's release date, and like it or not, whether it's a good game or not, there's all of those little 12-year-old shitheads that go crazy for Call of Duty, and you're trying to release in the same week as Call of Duty. Like, you're off your head. You're off your trolley if you don't pull something good out. So, Sega, you got like 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks to sort your shit out, or I think your ship's sunk. So, yeah. We will obviously return with a review when Forces comes out, but in terms of a first impression, it's not looking good. And I mean, you could say, well, you didn't play enough of the game. Well, I can't play enough of the game, can I? Because fucking Sega only gives me 60 seconds. So, yeah, as it stands right now. Ooh, it's not looking good! But, thank you all for watching, and I am now going to go and actually work on a real video, which is another review, so I will probably get that up tonight or tomorrow, because it might take a while to save, but I'll get that up tonight or tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, won't you join me as we stream Mario Odyssey for like 10 hours straight, because Odyssey, you see. Yeah.